issues.
Speaking of that, many couples around the nation have trouble trying to get pregnant. And today, Mindy Berkson will be joining us to talk about infertility. Thanks for being with us today. How common is it?
Infertility is very common today. 7.3 million Americans suffer from infertility, which is about 1 in 6 couples.
What are the reasons?
The most prevalent reason for infertility today, Debbie, is delayed childbearing. Women choosing to have children past their prime fertility.
So what is the prime fertility, and what is the best time for a woman to try to get pregnant? And then if she doesn't meet that milestone, what can be done?
Okay. Well, typically, a woman is born with a finite number of eggs, and by the time she's 30 years old, about 90% of that finite number of eggs has been diminished or depleted. And so, therefore, over 30, her chances of success start to decline rapidly.
So how long should you give it if you're trying to get pregnant and you're a couple, you want to get pregnant, how long should you give it before you go to see a fertility specialist?
Well, depending on your age and if you have any medical conditions that would influence infertility, you should go sooner rather than later. But 6 months of trying after the age of 33 should definitely get to a reproductive endocrinologist.
What are the costs involved, and does insurance ever cover any part of this?
Costs can range regionally across the country from $8,000 to about $15,000 for an in vitro fertilization cycle. Insurance may cover this, but typically insurance benefits are limited at best.
And how many cycles should you expect to go through?
Well, hopefully 1 or 2 cycles at the most, and sometimes more if you're choosing to have additional children.
Quickly, we hear a lot about the octomom. How common is it for all of those eggs to become fertile?
Well, all of those eggs can become fertilized, but we typically don't transfer that many eggs into one person.
So people can typically end up with perhaps twins?
Twins are fairly common because typically we transfer 1 to 2 embryos.
Well, thank you so very much for being with us, Mindy Berkson, and we appreciate your joining us this afternoon.